welcome to Cooking Together Generations. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday and New Year's. We have fully rested and we are back at it in the kitchen today. Today we are going to be making some ham strata. We've got Master Chef Grandpa Tom over here in the kitchen today, as well as plating expert and Dad Brock, and of course I'm Amanda, and I'm just here to help today. So I'm just going to be following Dad around the kitchen. But we're going to get started on a little breakfast dish for you. So what exactly is strata?
Strata is like an egg casserole, only it's the kind of egg casserole that has the bread in it that can be stored and served overnight. So as for instance, you can make this all up ahead of time and put it in your freezer and pull it out later, because the bread's going to soak up all of the egg mixture and everything. It's going to come out a lot fluffier and a lot crunchier than just a normal egg casserole. So, you know, you can mix up your eggs and toss it into a cast iron skillet and bake it at 375 and you've got an egg casserole. Well, this just got a little more depth to it, a little more flavor to it. Today I'm going to do a ham and brie strata, and it's going to have some spinach and mushrooms and onions in it. So let's get started. What I've done here is I've got started before the camera started rolling. I got some mushrooms and onions in a cast iron skillet with a tablespoon of canola oil. I wouldn't use an olive oil or anything too strong in flavor because you're going to have a lot of other flavors going on. So now that I have the mushrooms cooked down and you can start to see that they're browning in the onions, I'm going to start adding spinach. And I'm going to start tearing up some spinach. And we're going to wilt this spinach down, and this is probably going to take about, somewhere around a minute or two after this has gotten hot. And when I add the spinach, I'm also going to add 2 minced garlic cloves. So,
I thought I smelled something.
Garlic? Yeah. I was
Okay.
hunting vampires last night.
Okay.
So that looks like that's just about enough spinach there. We'll keep that nice full there in case we want any more. And then about, like I say, 2 cloves of minced garlic that I did up fine. I'm going to dump that in, and then we're going to stir this around. So we want to wilt these leaves and get them down so they're not so full. And this won't take very long. Like I say, maybe a minute. What do you think?
Looks like mushrooms and spinach to me.
Looks like mushrooms and spinach.
That's it, folks. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's all there is to it. No. Okay, that's getting down to where we need to be. So while I'm going to let that cook down a little bit, I've gone ahead and prepared 2 cups of diced ham. And what I did was I bought a whole ham slice. I know you can buy the packages of diced ham, but it's cheaper if you just buy a whole Smithfield ham slice or a big ham slice and cut it up yourself. Save yourself about $3 or $4 that way. And then I have 1 8-ounce round of brie. There's still a little bit of the outside on. Brie's really hard to cut into chunks. I would suggest putting it in your freezer for about an hour before you try and cut it. It'll chunk up a lot better for you. And then in the measuring cup, what I have here is I've just got to remix up. I have 8 eggs, I have 4 cups of milk, 2%. I actually use cream instead of milk, but the recipe calls for 2% milk. And 2 tablespoons of Dijon or stone ground mustard. And then I have about 8 cups of dried French breadcrumbs. So, Amanda, could you grab me a hot pad?
In the drawer right there, sir.
Oh.
I was just hiding them from you.
Okay. So what I'm going to do...
I was prepared.
So what I'm going to do is, now that I have the onions and mushrooms and spinach there, and if you could watch that pan for me, I'm going to give you this.
Okay.
We want to put this all in the bottom of the pan. We want to transfer that to the pan. Master Chef Rose, could you do me a favor?
Sure.
Could you turn off that burner so I don't burn all the hair off my arms?
Yep. That's one of my safety tips.
That's one of your safety tips? Turn the burner off before you lift the skillet?
Yeah, tune in for next episode. We'll have some tips on how not to burn the hair off your arms.
Okay, so what we want to do is we want to spread that along across the bottom of the pan, kind of get it all evenly done. And then we're going to add all the good stuff. We're going to add ham. And again, we're going to spread this out. And I may not use all this pan. This pan is supposed to be a 13 by 9, and this is like a 8 by 12 and a half. So I'm not going to probably use everything I have made up, but if you have the bigger size pan, which I did earlier today, and it's in the magic oven waiting to be done, you have that. Then you're going to take your brie, and you are going to take those chunks and you are just going to spread them out all over that ham. Like so. And again, having it be a little bit frozen makes it a little bit easier. Brie is such a soft cheese that, you know, and you need to remove as much of the rind as you can. Now, I like the rind, a lot of people don't, but you can remove as much of it as you can. It adds a little bit of an extra tang if you've got it there. Okay.
I think most people think that you can't eat it, but it won't hurt.
It's not, it will not hurt you. And then put breadcrumbs on top of this. And these are slightly crunchy. They've been drying for about a day. They were cut. Dried just makes it a little easier to work with.
Day-old bread.
Day-old bread, yes. Well, you can buy that at the grocery store too if you want. So, there you go. And then what we do is we take our mixture, our egg mixture, and we're going to pour that right over the top evenly. And again, I probably won't use all of this because the pan size may not hold it.
What was in the egg mixture?
Just 8 eggs, 4 cups of cream, salt and pepper, and 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard.
Okay, that was it, the Dijon mustard.
And you can see that.
That'll snap that up.
Yeah. You can
And
use
don't be
spicy.
afraid to get it close to the top because the bread will soak this up as you go. So you can push it down with your fingers, get the bread in there and get it soaked up.
Oh, I can't wait to
There
do that.
we go.
Would you
There
like,
you go.
Yes.
Would you like me to get that skillet out of your way?
I would love for you to get that skillet out of
You
my
got
way. So then what we're going to do is we're going to put this into the oven.
There's your cameraman, Dan. He's being helpful instead of eating the food this
Well,
time.
it's not done yet. You preheat your oven to 375 while you're doing all of the other stuff, which we already had it preheated. And earlier today I put one in, so we're going to pull this out, and hopefully this is luscious and brown. Oh, this looks so good, folks. So good.
That looks so good.
Now this needs to set for just a little bit because it's going to come out a little juicy. You got some water and stuff in that brie. That's why you have the bread in there. But you can see, hopefully this is done.
We're gonna find out.
About clean?
It came out.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, it came out a little wet.
You want to make sure that when you pull your fork out or your toothpick that there's no egg on it. That'll tell you if it's done in the middle.
Right.
That's your trick for this for sure.
So we need to let this set for just a few minutes. Going to talk about one of the local things that we did use in this. We did use cream from Crystal Valley Creamery in this. We really like their product. It's very fresh.
Crystal Springs.
Crystal Springs? Did I say Crystal Valley? Oh, that's Middlebury. Crystal Springs. We really like their product. We go once a week and get milk and cream, and it just adds a little bit of an extra luxury to any meal that calls for milk. So anyway, I'm going to get this out of the way. There you go. And we're going to try to cut this up and put some on a plate. Oh, that bread's crunching.
I'm ready.
Are ya? You know, getting the first piece out is always the hardest. Hopefully.
See how good you are.
I'm gonna sit here and put the pressure on.
Oh, I know. He did it.
Oh yeah, that looks done. It's just juicy from all the brie and the.
Ham. There you go. Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's fantastic.
Oh my. And there you have it, folks. The brie and ham strata with mushroom and spinach.
So good.
And my wonderful fruit cut there, and my 2 berry muffins that we made yesterday, so we
Yep.
had something to go with it.
Right, and we made some fresh ground coffee from the refinery, making our coffee blends. This is in there is our love. It's our raspberry chocolate blend. So make sure to look for that online. And while I'm talking about online, visit our website at www.cookingtogether.com. There you'll find a whole line of merchandise, aprons, hats. The coffees will be there. And then you'll also be able to find all the videos for all the recipes. So along with
Cookbook, help me out, folks. Trying to get to 500, get in there, the cookbook. And actually, if you go to the cookbook, there's a new price in there, a little bit discounted because we bought enough cookbooks now to get a better price on the cookbooks from the printer.
Love
So
that
we've
for
given it back
everybody.
to you. So go in there and check it out.
And if you like today's video, of course, make sure to find us on Facebook and Instagram. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find all our videos on our YouTube channel. And that's it, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Keep cooking together.
keep cooking together. Cheers.
Cheers!